Welcome back, Crusaders. My name is Takriva. This is some more Stellaris Utopia playing as the Euthonians, and we have just transcended. We are now, well, all members of our species will have now unlocked their full psionic ability. And I feel as if it's time to go after someone. If we declared war on you, we would be fighting multiple people. Hadam Combine and the Republican Uvazani Stars. Where are those? I actually have no idea. What I do want to check on is their fleet power is superior. So in fact we could expand our fleet to a point where we can actually take out the Ascendancy. Probably. I wouldn't mind crusading against them at all. Beacon of... I still haven't met this Fallen Empire, strangely enough. So hang on, they had someone else? Republic something something? Ah, this green one, that is really stretched out. How about these guys? Gurites. The Gurites, but also Panaxala has guaranteed them. Straight up. The Emissary Empire, if we attacked them, it would be them and them. Oh, hello, look at the connection it's made. Oh, yes. Our borders are finally agreeing with each other. But if we attack them directly, it would be the Emissaries, yeah. I mean, it will be a bit pricey sending our fleet out again, but I think I want to kind of fight them. It's become a bit boring. I will obviously add that one planet to my vassal. It's a bit silly to not give him that. You know, let's declare war on these guys. They are complete. Their fleet power is pathetic. Well, let's start with one thing, and that is sending them to Grinstead instead, and get ourselves some crew quarters up and running here. So we at least have our fleet closer to our upcoming enemies. I'm going to take these 3 systems from them and finish that one off to be completely ours instead. Like a muffled whisper in a dark room, the Shroud calls to us from within our minds. It is a primordial realm of pure psychic energy that came into being at the dawn of time. All creatures that have been gifted with psionic abilities tap into the Shroud in some way to draw power, even if only subconsciously. Since our transcendence, we've begun to see the Shroud with greater clarity. There are patterns where once even our strongest telepaths could see only a formless mass of swirling energy. There are other things as well. Spirits of a sort that gaze back on us from the other side. Sometimes with curiosity, sometimes with kindness, and sometimes with malice. We are still in the process of learning the extent of our new powers, but may be possible for us to commune with these spirits. It will require the combined effort of our most powerful telepaths. Reaching the Shroud, finished in 9 months. Let's start reaching that then. Oh, hang on. I just remembered I needed to do that.
Construction complete.
The other ones we have already done. Good.
Construction complete.
Surface queue. Yeah, they just don't have the habitability over here.
Complete.
And I don't actually, or is it this one? Oh, that is this. Oh. Then maybe we can adapt them to actually be useful in that world instead. much more interesting. We haven't taken any new systems recently. Nope, that's...
System survey complete.
No, not recently, no. You can actually just return home instead.
Construction complete. Colony established.
And we're capped on influence again. It's been a while.
System survey complete.
Our fleet is now in port, so it's suddenly making us money again. It's silly how much more expensive the fleet out and about is than actually just sticking in port. Let's get the Devastator torpedoes. Plus 58% research speed. It is nuts. And Mercedes isn't even level 5 yet. Wow. That's crazy.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
It would actually be nice to have a logistician right now.
Special project complete.
After days of being locked in an hypnotic trance, that is a forgivable spelling error, but okay. Our psychics in the conclave of telepaths have finally managed to open a brief gateway into the Shroud. Now that we have established an initial psionic link, we'll be able to access the Shroud through the context menu in the future. To make any kind of meaningful forays into this realm and meet the beings who dwell there, we will likely have to make use of special psionic emitters to extend our psychic reach. This will consume a tremendous amount of energy. Time to reach in and see what we find. The Shroud. It is unbelievably strange and unsettling, but also immediately familiar. Anyone with psionic powers will have seen this place in their dreams, though they likely did not know it at the time. We linger now at the precipice of this realm, not far from the empty void of the in-between that serves as the boundary between here and normal space, or what we would call the real world. To venture deeper into the Shroud will require great effort on the part of our telepaths, as well as a large amount of energy. We must not dally. Even now we are being watched, so we could reach in for... expend energy to venture deeper into the Shroud. This cost will decrease the more zero deposits we control, up to maximum of 4. Reach into the Shroud. In one of the lower planes of the Shroud, we encounter a spirit that has ensconced itself behind some kind of powerful psionic shield. Leave. Medium probability of success, we can attempt to penetrate the shield. We did not venture this deep into the Shroud only to be turned back now. After channeling all of their psionic might, our telepaths were able to form a breach in the shield large enough for some of them to peer through. We do not know what those telepaths saw on the other side of the shield, but it was enough to permanently unhinge their minds. Their sacrifice was not in vain, however, as the act of breaching the shield taught us how to generate a similar force field. If the technique can be refined, we may be able to form psionic shields large enough to encompass entire starships. That gets us the research choice. Psionic shields.
System survey complete.
600, 8.6 regeneration. They are good.
Construction complete.
They're better than regular shields. Yeah, actually, sure.
Construction complete.
Someone finally left. That isn't very interesting development, to be honest. That would be Septorium. Ancient drones and estranged relative. Frantic signals burst from the moon alerted us to the fact that the old drones on planet have woken yet again. This time they bring us a significant prize as they have unearthed an ancient satellite from the depths of their moon and partially repaired it. We do not know how the satellite ended up there, nor why the drones have ignored it until now. Regardless, if even a fragment of its databanks have survived, there is a lot we can learn about day-to-day life and the empires that the drones first served. Okay. So the moon now has added some society research to it.
System survey complete.
Not bad at all, to be honest. Because they are egalitarians.
Tile blocker cleared.
I'm getting so much food that some of these tiles can definitely be replaced with non-food tiles. 166, yeah, I think it's fine to swap over to some power plants over here. And on top of that, we still do have oh, the United Nations of Earth closed their borders to us. Oh yeah, Paradise Dome, not on this planet yet.
System survey complete.
I'm gonna replace you with the dome. Replace the others with some more power plants. I mean, we still have the slave processing plants on multiple planets. So there you go. But the fact that we are producing more than 100 food is ridiculous. We lost a scientist. Interesting to see that pop up at that point.
Research complete.
There we go, trade points. Yeah, let's get the tile blocker removal. So we need to go to this world. So we need to go to species, Imacera, modify. These two need to be modified, obviously, to be ocean preferenced. I might as well give them something extra as well. They're already natural physicists and strong. Might as well add some of that too. Okay, so we will modify that.
Updated.
Removing traits Arctic preference, adding traits ocean preference. They should make it that they won't be moving out. But we do have to be careful because they are changing species, so...
Species modified.
Okay, so they're now the ocean preference, so they won't be leaving. Perfect. Does it make them... Yeah, that gives them a subspecies as well. How are these three different from these? Neritum. I don't know. I could make them non-decadent, but we'll all have slaves anyway. It's not that expensive to make all of us conservationists. But I don't think, well, natural engineers or something could also be useful. I don't think it's necessary for us to be switched around right now. We could do is change some preferences. See, I don't need to change anyone. Arid, Savannah, Desert. They're still the first three, the dry planets. Same thing why we swapped these two around. I do believe we do have 13 on Hinkley Soap. That's also on Winter. I think these 13 do deserve to be changed. Modify Savannah preference. I'll just remove Decadent from them instead. Continental with Continental. I think I had the same issue with these guys. No, they're all good. Okay. Oh. Changing some species around. Does that mean others will be... Refraining from genetically modifying any pops will please them. Well, we did just modify some, so they are basically all in on purity. Oh god, Marin Karin. Several plants native to winter, where we recently established a colony, exude copious amounts of pollen with an astounding chemical complexity.
Situation log updated. System survey.
And I need to send someone to it. You are actually really close, comparatively. So you get to do the floral study. Winter, now that it is actually ours and we have the molluscoids here, I'm going to transform it to an ocean world. Which has the added benefit of removing all the tile blockers. But the simple thing that in modifying a species actually pissed off an entire group.
System survey complete.
Interesting development. Paradise Dome. Is that seriously their only food here? Seems to be the case.
Species modified.
Well, and this one, yeah. So everyone here now has a much higher habitability. Perfect. The res aliens. Let's check on them.
Special project complete.
One food tile. Everything else is fine. The League of Ushu. There they are. And someone closed the borders, probably them. Drone debacle. The erratic behavior of the narcoleptic drones have taken a violent... They're now called narcoleptic drones, by the way. A number of them woke and entered the atmosphere of Corazia, as is their wont, only to slam to the surface of the planet at full thrust, repeatedly in many cases. Damage to the colony was negligible, but the nigh invulnerable drones were destroyed in bright showers of blue sparks, indicative of the tremendous force of and dedication to their self-destruction. Can we find out what was wrong with them?
Incoming transmission.
I would like to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date in the future. I'll see you guys later.